All right, welcome back to another week of Secret Stash. Today's coffee is Chelbessa, which is an Ethiopian wash coffee from our good friends at Flower Child Coffee from Preston. What's really fun is if you guys have been with us since the very beginning of Secret Stash, we launched Secret Stash with a Flower Child coffee. And for those guys who are new to Secret Stash or who have been with us for the past few weeks, Flower Child, one-man roaster, focuses on clean, really beautiful coffees. So this is a great example of that, and I'm very happy to be featuring it. If you have the last release of Secret Stash, totally brew that next to this one. It'll be very, very different. But let's go ahead and brew this coffee. I had already loaded up the coffee in the grinder before we started filming, but let's smell this coffee. Very, very classic, clean Ethiopian wash profile. I think what will be very interesting for you guys to taste is the acidity. I always think these Ethiopian coffees, especially very clean, cleanly roasted, clean Ethiopian coffees, high definition Ethiopian coffees, lot of really great acidity and just presentation, very, very clean. What's also pretty fun about these Ethiopian landrace coffees is there actually is quite a bit of florality from them, despite them not being geshas, right? It's like you're able to get a pretty good amount of florality from these coffees, but it smells clean. We're talking just like a very clean, proper presentation of aromatics. Nothing too funky, nothing too crazy, just this is what it's in the coffee, that's what you're gonna be smelling. With this recipe, I am brewing 1:17 ratio, so definitely with these clean, washed, especially Ethiopian coffees, I love to push ratios out. I actually think this coffee would taste really fantastic in 1:18 ratio as well, but 1:17 for me always maintains a very great balance of acidity and also cleanliness and structure in the cup. I think with these coffees, we really are able to push them pretty hard, and with something like 120 RPM on studio and also on original, we're gonna get that nice upfront acidity. But it's an acidity that exists within kind of this nicer, balanced, more, stretched out ratio. And with a lot of these Flower Child coffees, and especially clean, really nicely roasted coffees, Ethiopian coffees, you can totally push them pretty hard, longer brew times. I like these coffees to finish around 3 minutes 30, even upwards of 4.5 minutes is completely fine. And what you'll notice is the grind size that I'm using is nothing too fine. With these Ethiopian coffees, you want to be careful with the amount of fines, although I would say Studio and Original have a fantastic clean grinder. You do want to be careful with how finely you grind. So we're finishing around, 3:39. Pretty solid. Look at the color, looks really nice. Gonna go ahead and taste it now. There is 100% a strawberry note on this coffee. And what's fun about these coffees is going to be the definition of acidity, is how clean is that acidity presented to you. When I smell this, 100% I get something like a strawberry and also a little bit of flowers. I can't exactly pick up exactly what type of flower it is, but it smells floral. What's more impressive to me is really going to be kind of the taste profile of this. So even when it's hot, really, really nice acidity presentation. Definitely red fruit, maybe like an almost ripe strawberry where it's just that strawberry acidity, but we're gonna let this cool down a little more because I'm tasting that and the rest is floral and sweet and especially clean. Okay, that's interesting. I was getting to the end there where the coffee was cooling down. I think what's going to happen with this cup, as you guys taste it, is first thing you're gonna hit when it's hotter is definitely the strawberry flavor note. Very clean, structured acidity. And then once it cools, I'm letting it try to cool the cup down here. That's where I think this nectarine is gonna come out. Right, yeah. Oh wow, that's pretty nice. Like biting into an almost ripe strawberry, almost ripe nectarine. It's that really clean acidity that you get from those fruits. And then after that, the finish is quite floral and it is very clean. So it's like acidity into a different type of acidity, then into floral, then into clean. So that's really nice. those of you guys who do follow along with a lot of the coffee releases we do kind of alternate between, you know, some of the more funkier coffees and cleaner coffees. I really like to have, I would say, both sides of the scales, right? You know, something that can wow somebody, but this is a coffee that I think, you know, definitely skews more towards some of you guys who might be more inclined for cleaner profiles of coffee, but it is expressive enough that you could hand this to somebody and they would understand that, hey, in coffee there are so many dynamic flavor profiles. The acidity is loud, it's expressive, it's structured, and it's very, very clean. So this is a really nice coffee. From Flower Child, this is their Chelbessa. Very, very nice coffee. Tastes great. This is Flower Child Coffee's Chelbessa. That's this week's Secret Stash release. If you have any questions, let us know. But otherwise, thank you so much for spending the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.